Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Macklynn and I like to read. For today's video, it was actually supposed to be posted last week, but I didn't pay attention and it's going to be posted today. Today I'm going to take you through a little bit of like the writing process. For those of you who don't know, I am currently writing my own poetry book. It is not published yet, but I have actually gotten through so much of it that I have a date now of when it should be published. Super excited. I don't really know how long this video is going to be, but it's basically just a little bit of snippets, pictures, videos that I took while writing or editing or creating the cover that you will see in this video at some point. But yeah, I'm really excited about it, and let's just get right into it. Okay, just to start off with, this photo here is the box where it all started. It was just a box full of handwritten poems that I would shove under my bed. The reason for all of these poems? It was my coping mechanism for when I was struggling with my grief after I got kicked out at age 15. And once this box started filling up to the point that there could be something out of it, I took that small promise to myself and told my best friend that one day this box of ugly words would be a book. And it would be beautiful, and the people who needed it were going to love it. So I did just that. I wrote down a schedule, and when I was ready to officially start my manuscript, I ran with it. Here you can see I made a couple of videos that are posted on my other platforms as well. It's just like the writing process itself, not just the entire book. I like hinting that my book is coming up so that the readers will be excited and ready for my work. As we move on, you'll read that while I talk, that's just a free verse poem where my mind goes when the words start to bottle up at the surface. My style of poetry is mainly free verse. Sometimes you'll find something written that rhymes, but for the most part, expect a free verse. When reading my book, if you saw the outline in that one TikTok clip, it follows the 5 stages of grief, starting with denial. When sorting through this box of paper, it was a clear way, just that this is how it was going to be organized. Now, I did research and took notes on the best way to outline a poetry book, and putting the poems in a timeline order was one of the most popular ways to do said outline. But the way that my book is written, you will see that I start to heal and move on while following the 5 stages of grief, starting with denial, moving on to anger, then depression and avoidance. Well, what the fuck is it called? You know what I mean. But we go through the 5 stages of grief. Here we're writing the synopsis of my book, which is for the sketch of the book cover. I'm a physical artist as well, which is why a lot of these clips, the background is in my art studio. So the most fun part probably of this entire project was creating the cover design before I turned it in digitally. I loved it so much. The handwriting process is one of the main parts I wanted to include in my cover because of the title of the book, which we will get to once we start seeing the final product. If some of you have seen my Insta, I did post, you might be able to kind of sort of guess what the title of my book is called. Here are some of the photos of the physical sketch for my cover. I specifically framed it because when I make it as a big-time author, I kind of wanted to have this piece of my first book to hang in my future office. Can you kind of tell that I'm really passionate about writing? I also do plan, because I enjoyed it so much, I want to do that physical outline and sketch of a cover for probably every book that I do. I loved it so much. I'm currently working on turning my physical sketch of my cover into a digital copy to then download and submit to Amazon to then turn into a cover for my book. As for the editing program that I use, because now we're moving on to that, I chose Photopea, which basically is the online version of Photoshop. I had used Photoshop in the past, but this was definitely a reminder that if you don't use the tools every day, you may not remember how to use them. Just gonna put that out there. I managed though, and as you can see, I chose the color purple as my background. Don't ask why I chose or if there's a reason for it. I just knew that I didn't want to use the color blue, because for those who don't know, my favorite color is blue, so to me it signifies like happiness and joy. But because this book is filled with so much sadness and darkness, I didn't want to use this signature of happiness to me. The vines, though, on the cover are just a slight cue to like the drawings that I plan to include inside the book. I like that line art style, and I hope to add like florals and doodles and just some like important things that like hint to some of the specific poems that are in the book. You'll also notice that in the first draft of the cover, I include my pen name, which is just Linny. But when I tried setting up my rough draft through Amazon Publishing, it requires 2 names on the cover. So I went in and changed my author name to Linny Jean for my book called Handwritten. That is the title of my book, hence all the handwritten notes on the cover. And also because of the handwritten poems, which is where all of this started. I plan to have published this somewhere in March, some point. I'm really nervous, excited about it, but like I'm extremely proud of myself and how far we've gotten from where this project started to what I've accomplished and have now. So just stay tuned. It'll come out eventually. I'm excited. Okay, then, and of course, to end off this video, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to find me on any other platforms, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I post a poem on Threads every single day. I'm on Pinterest, Lemonade, a little bit of everything. I'm there, so you can find me. I try to post a reel about every single day, something like that. But also you can hopefully find my book relatively soon. I'll keep you all updated for that. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you continue to love and read books as much as I do, and I will see you in the next one.